Well, hello there, everybody, and we're going to have a very good night tonight. On tonight's Taco Tuesday, we will explore every single Mandela Effect ever, and also, will Sagi ever learn the whereabouts of his evil twin brother? Find out the answers to that and a lot more here tonight on Taco Tuesday. Take it away, Johnny. I forgot. Johnny died in that horrible warehouse fire. All right, never mind. Take it away, Mike. Welcome to Taco Tuesday, everybody. I'm your host with the most, Hebro77, coming at you straight out of the heart of Southern Illinois. And with me, as usual, is good old Sagittarically speaking. Let me ask you this, and I'm sure the audience is dying to know out there. Will you, in fact, find your long-lost evil twin brother tonight?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I actually ran into him right before the show.
Oh,
it's strange that you mentioned it like right then. The synchronicity is ridiculously crazy.
Well, we were supposed to have Dr. Philip Fogarty on tonight's show as our special guest.
Oh, Dr. Phil? What? Really? Dr. Phil?
No. Not the Dr. Phil. This is Dr. Phil Fogarty Jr.
Fogarty. It sounds familiar, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, you ever heard of Clearwater Revival?
Yeah.
All right.
They were a group back in like the 70s, right?
70s. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, John Fogarty, that's the great John Fogarty's seventh cousin 3 times removed.
Oh, wow. It's like he's like a pseudo celebrity then.
A pseudo celebrity as opposed to a celebrity?
Right, he's 3 times removed from celebrity.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, doggone it, that really grinds my gears is the fact that Mr. Phil Fogarty couldn't be with us tonight. We tried everything in our power, and I looked down at the time clock and I went, holy cannolis, it's 8:47. I was like, Thaddeus, we better get started, man, or else the whole audience is going to get in an uproar. Next thing you know, people will be leaving left and right. It'll be a total tragedy. Oh.
You almost sounded like Shaggy the way you said that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to, but speaking of tragedies, I'm so sorry that Johnny died in a warehouse fire. That sucks.
Well, you know what? You gave it your best shot. It wasn't in the cards. But maybe he'll pop in backstage here. He still has the link, right?
Backstage. What's backstage?
Where we keep the green M&Ms.
Oh, I thought you were going to say where we keep all the dead celebrities.
Well, I wasn't going to announce that on the air.
Oh, man, you're right. Oh, now the U.S. government's going to come for me for sure.
But yeah, as soon as the next celebrity goes missing, you're going to be at the top of their list of suspects.
Oh, man, I should have figured that one. Well, I didn't even realize we were live. Are we live right now?
Yes.
Oh, crap. Hey, Bad Service is here. Bad Service, glad to meet you.
Bad Service was a celebrity yesterday all over the United States.
Bad Service is?
Yesterday he was.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody's cell phone had bad service.
That's right. You know, I remember that time. I didn't think
Yeah, it was yesterday. You remember way far back to yesterday, huh?
Yes. If we had one of those wavy things that, you know, it'd be like, I remember it just like it were yesterday. And then the thing would go, you know. So let me ask. So I had a song all figured out that I was going to do while we were live on the air. I had this song, but now I can't remember the words. I should have wrote them down.
Yeah, that would probably have been a good idea, especially if it was, more than just like, three words, like, or four, 5 words, like, twinkle, twinkle, little star, or Mary had a little lamb.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Give me a beat. Give me this beat right here. Go dun 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 dun. You know the beat I'm talking about?
Well, that's not a beat. That's more like a riff.
Well, can you do that?
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
All right, get started, and then I'll jump in and start singing.
All right. Dun 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 dun.
I'm going to McDonald's.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
going
dun,
to
dun,
every
dun,
McDonald's that I
dun,
see.
dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna tear it up. I'm gonna eat a giant burger with cheese. And if I see you coming my way, I'm gonna buy you nuggets too.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I'm
How was
gonna
that?
quit from
Oh, it's not over? My bad. I'm sorry.
and have a heart attack.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna order a Big Mac after that.
Yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think, man?
That was excellent, Bill. Totally excellent.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Bill and Ted, Eddie Von King. Oh boy, Eddie Von King. I can't believe you just said that, brother. I'm not going to mention that on the show.
Now you got me curious. I want to go look and see what he said.
It's bad. It's bad. Too soon, Eddie Von King. Too soon. Oh, should we talk about that story a little bit, though? I don't want to break down the show. I don't really.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? They didn't want to, something. Everything that goes up must come down. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they gave Wendy's flame broiled a whole new meaning.
Right.
Sorry, I had to say that. Wait a minute, Wendy's doesn't flame broil their stuff.
No, they don't.
That's Burger King I was thinking about.
Exactly. Wendy's has been having patty shortages lately anyway.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and burn them down. That's fine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, YouTube. Please don't take away our little live stream show. It's the last one we'll ever do.
I mean, think of it as your last day at work. You can do whatever the heck you want.
Yeah, I can hang my underwear out of a flagpole and have fights with people using what do they call that? A torrent? No, not a torrent. What's that 3-dagger thing? A trident?
Yeah, trident.
Mm-hmm.
And you can send like a nasty email incriminating your boss right as you're getting ready to clock out to everybody in the office.
Yeah. Like, fuck these ESP or these EGT reports or whatever they're TSP reports.
And the Johnson account.
Yeah, no. Hey, you know what? Good old Mrs. Lorraine Lamorse's good duet. I think she liked our little song.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as elegant as her Shifty Sunday rendition, but we do the best we can with what we got.
That sounds like a name of another song.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It was actually fun. I admit I had a good time doing that with you.
Oh yeah,
That'll go down in one of our Taco Tuesday best moments.
well, yeah, I guess so. I should put together a few clips. Now, I'm gonna do a shout out, but then after I do the shout out, I want to do a serious announcement.
Oh no! Why you
Yep.
got it? Why so serious?
Why so serious? Well, because that's just the way Hebrew rolls sometimes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, all right. Well, starting off, we have Lotar 900 in the house.
All right.
Eddie Von Keen is here.
The real one.
Of course. He's always the ever so lovely Catherine's nose.
Catherine's nose. Okay.
Uh-huh. Lorraine Bobbitt Lamore. Wait, no, I mean, did I say that?
You're gonna make her mad. You better quit with that.
Go-kart Bob zooming in here saying crunch crunch.
Crunchity crunch.
And of course,
I see Go-Kart Bob all the time in like other channels. I go in the chat room. He's like the person I see the most when I'm out and about on the YouTube carousing.
oh yeah. He gets around on that go-kart of his, doesn't he?
I'd say so. Yeah, I think it gets like 100 miles to the gallon.
Well, I don't know. We should ask him if we can go for a ride sometime.
Yeah, good idea. Mm-hmm. Or if it seats more than one.
Yeah, it'd be cool if he had like one of those 4-seater dune buggies,
Then his name would be 4-seater dune buggy and not Go-Kart Bob.
Oh yeah, his name would be 4-seater dune buggy go Bob.
4-seater dune buggy go Bob.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, before I forget, good old Badass Service is in the house tonight too. Oh, I mean, Bad Service.
Hey, Bad Service. Glad you're very welcome. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, just don't serve us.
Don't give us bad service. Whatever you do.
Mm-hmm. Don't go to that McDonald's drive-through. He'll spit in your drink.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, now for the serious announcement. Is everybody ready? Here, let me tap the mic.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I don't have a song written for this announcement. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It just felt dreadful the way you were getting ready to say it. So.
Oh, okay.
The tone of your voice implies that it's bad news in some way, shape, or form.
Well, it's good news, but in a bad way.
It's like when you walk in the door and your significant other says, "We need to talk." That's never that never is going well. Right. That's never going well.
He's not going to talk about your Christmas present that you're getting.
You're like, oh no. In your mind, you're like, dang, did I leave my cell phone laying out last night? I don't remember doing that.
Oh man, yeah. It's never, why can't
did I leave the toilet seat up again or down again? Oh my gosh, I'm in so much trouble. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When you have news like that, also you walk in, you may want to sit down for this. That's when it's really bad news.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that whenever someone says that, your reaction is, no, just tell me. I don't want to sit down. I don't want to go make a drink. I don't want to smoke I just spit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
with all that being said, let's get on to this important announcement. So what is this news, this Hebrew 77 from Eternia news flash?
Well, I got to tell you, after much considerable consideration, I have decided. Can you mute up a little bit, dude?
Yeah, I'm muting right now.
All right, cool. After, or I said that part. I have decided that I'm not going to close down the two shows. After all, we're going to continue doing what we're doing. However, with that being said, and I just wanted to say thanks to all of those who gave me their comments and their feedback and said, "No, Hero, don't shut down, man. Come on, you're a good show and all this and that." I felt much loved and much appreciated, and I really appreciate that. And that has helped me to sway towards my decision. However, with that being said, we are going to do a shutdown on both shows and all videos effective immediately for at least 2 weeks. Okay.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Huh?
That reminds me about something I forgot to tell you about.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Do I need to sit down? Because I'm already sitting.
okay, well then yeah, you're fine. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad. First of all, I'm glad you changed your mind. I'm glad it was all the positive reinforcement comments that were able to sway your decision. And I actually got a bunch of comments in my inbox too. I was going to read you a couple of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it said it is with this one is. I'm going to leave the people anonymous because I don't really want to. It was a personal message to me, so I don't feel comfortable without their permission saying who sent it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it says, "It is my personal regret that you and Hebrew are no longer going to be doing Shifty Sunday and Taco Tuesday together. But in my honest opinion, that Hebrew guy was a jerk anyway. I never really liked him much. He seemed like he was always full of himself with that blonde hair and that big sword of his. And you're probably going to be better off without him. I don't know." And then I got another one that said, "Yeah, Hebrew sucks." And then another one that said, "Why does that Hebrew guy think he is anyway, shutting down his show? I even if he does come back on the air, I'm never watching his stuff again." And then the last one I was going to read was, "Ha ha, just kidding. Gotcha, Hebrew."
You did get me. Oh man, that was such a good one. You know that's so crazy, man. You're good at that stuff, you know. Almost as good as those two guys those two ignoramuses that yell and shout backstage while we're trying to talk.
I know. So did you really fall for it, or did you know I was kidding the whole time?
Well, as soon as you started saying the bad comments, I knew you were kidding.
Oh, okay. I'm glad because I actually have heard nothing but love, same as you. People really hoping that you would change your mind.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had such good supporters of the show. I knew we had, the viewership was going up steadily and the numbers were lurking, but there really is a lot going on in my life that I do need to take about 2 weeks to re-energize and, restart my batteries. And
so you talked the rehab counselor into 14 days instead of 3 months. I'm really happy for you, man.
Very fun. Yeah, I didn't realize I could flatten out my microphone like this. This is weird. Hold on, let me pick it back up. There you go. So I did, yeah. But in all seriousness, though, I do appreciate all the support and all the stuff. So,
well, if you send me like the name of the county that you live in, I'll make sure I send put money on your commissary and stuff for the next 2 weeks. Just make sure you're able to order, underwear and stuff while you're in there.
Very, very, very funny. Very funny, Mr. Taco Man.
And I told you shouldn't be out rioting and burning down Wendy's and stuff, but you just don't listen. You go out there with your big blonde hair and your big metal sword and start ranting and raving.
Well, I got to tell you, that's good old Hebrew for you.
Yeah.
When I'm not ranting and raving, then I'm telling people what really grinds my gears,
Right. Or you're making or you're sitting hard at your house making videos for people to watch.
Speaking of videos to watch, I made a video several days ago, and I'm gonna
You make a video every day. Why would several days ago be any different than any other day?
Well, I have a line of videos that I put out, and I'm thinking about making this into a TV series.
You mean a YouTube series?
No, a TV series.
Oh, like a real live, full-fledged TV series?
Oh yeah, I'll be coming to Netflix in the fall.
Okay, well, technically that's TV, I guess, because people do watch Netflix on their TV.
Oh yeah,
but YouTube is on a lot of people's television nowadays too. Just saying.
Yeah, but this will allow people to listen to good old music, and
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So, what's the name of the series going to be called?
It's going to be called Four Men in an Office.
Okay, that's pretty neat, I guess. I'll work with you on the title. How's that sound?
Oh yeah, you could do that, I guess, but I'll have to talk to my
Your agent.
My agent, right?
Okay. Yeah, I can't believe he signed off on that title already.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the dumbest title I've ever heard. But you know what? You got to do what you have to work with.
Yeah, you got to work with what you got, my friend.
Oh, is that how the old saying goes?
Well, that's how the new saying goes. I forgot the old saying.
Well, anyway, so we got two videos here I want to play for everyone. And the first one is 7 minutes and 33 seconds long. And then the second one is 8 minutes and 54 seconds long. So you could kind of see how they're progressing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. These are long videos.
Oh, yeah. Well, I figured we're going to play them since we couldn't get our main guest on here.
While the video is playing, I'm going to pop out for just a minute, and or I can do it real quick. It'll take me less than a minute, and I'll be right back in.
Well, I was going to do that while the video was playing.
Well, either way, I just wanted you to know I'm going to pop out for a minute.
Well, don't pop too far out.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I guess that's my cue to talk amongst myself. Let me read some of the comments out there. He took the plea deal. Yeah, I probably did. I'm not going to say if I did or not. Catherine's nose has got a big old thumbs up there. And Mr. Fogarty Phillip, wait a minute. Did you change your name? It looks backwards for some reason. I guess that's because he didn't want me to call him Dr. Phil. Well, we just told a bunch of people that John Fogarty is your evil twin cousin from another dimension. So just look out for that. Wait a minute, John Fogarty. What am I talking about? Is it John Fogarty or William Fogarty? I forget. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to pop out this screen share thing, and you guys who follow my channel and have seen my videos probably have already seen this. I don't know, but I'm going to show it anyway. Doesn't matter to me. So let me go ahead and get it going here. We'll get the full screen on so you guys get the full on effect. And then when Sagi comes back, he could start talking about it. Here we go. No music.
Where the heck are those guys? Tell them to be here at 7:30. They're here at 8:30. I tell them to be here at 8:30.
Wait.
They're here at 9:30.
Let me pause that. Why did he say 30 for? It sounds like he's saying 30 every time. Anyway.
Jeez, I just bought good old what's his name a watch just the other day. This bug! Ugh! Oh, dang, he flew away. Hey, there you guys are. Yeah, we had to this guy had to stop and karate kick a fly. Other than that, how you doing today? Well, that's exactly what I want to talk to you guys about. These flies, they're just taking over, you know? There's got to be something we can do about it. If we have Joe over here go and karate kick every single one of them, we ain't going to have a problem. Now, look, I only use karate in self-defense purposes only. Do you not hear your...
You know, that's funny because at the very beginning of that, he karate kicks a fly. Now, how is karate kicking a fly in self-defense purposes only? I don't know. I guess, well, unless the fly bites you and then you turn into like a giant fly yourself or a zombie fly, like if a zombie fly bit you, I guess it would be self-defense. I digress.
Self right now. Do you not hear how ridiculous you sound? Yeah, I hear how ridiculous I'm sounding. That's what I thought you'd... Wait, you do? Yes. Hey, look on the wall over there, you guys. Huh? There's two guys behind you, look. Oh, look at our shadows. Our shadows are funny. Look at this, man.
Those guys obviously fell for that shadow trick before, and they're not going to fall for this one.
I bet I can make my shadow do things. Look at them. They look funny as hell. Let's play the song. What song? You know. Oh, yeah. I am a shadow in the night. I'm a shadow who likes to fight. Here, look, I put my head through your belly. Wait, let me put my arm down. Okay. Wait, I better get out of the light here. Oh, my belly. Look, I'm through the other... Ah, you fell down, you moron. Hey, will you two guys knock it off? Oh, we see our shadows. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, me too. Here's what I want you to do. Since you're the tallest one in the group, I want you to go karate kick every single fly that you see. And then Jules here is going to punch that one big guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not punching that one.
I like how they don't even know the guy's name. He just kind of shows up and just like does things to them and whatnot have you. Let's see what the chat is saying about this show. Here, let me go over to the chat. Chat, are you guys watching this? Oh, Sagi came back, by the way. Here he goes. So there we go. Philip Fogarty Philip says, I heard it's John. Yeah, that's true. Sagi, what are you thinking so far? You taking all this in? Oh, he's probably still doing his what he had to go.
No, I'm here.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I walked away for just a second to go refill my coffee, and then you said my name.
Right? I always do that. You know that. You do that to me a lot too, man. It's not just me.
Yeah, I know it happens. But I'm back.
All right, well, let's get on with the show. I think
I'm enjoying it. I've already seen this, but I'm enjoying it. It's funny.
Yeah, I think
now that I'm here, I'll add commentary when I think I should.
All right, cool.
Big guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why he's a big guy and I'm a small guy, okay? That's because I stay far away from that asshole.
No, he never really does explain why he's a big guy and the other guy, or the guy's a big guy, he's a small guy. He just kind of says it, you know? That's funny.
Well, I don't care. You got to do what I say you got to do, because if you don't, I'm going to slug you one. Oh, you're going to slug me one, are you? Yes, I'm going to slug you hard as hell. Well, hey, since you put it that way, I'm gonna go. What?
You know what, Sagi? I'd like to know what he has on that guy. Like, he must have some naked pictures of him with Bozo the Clown or something. I mean, it's for him to get him to do that. You know.
So I know you told me who this is already, but for the audience's sake, who this character that's the same guy as the guy on the right? They're the same action figure.
Hmm?
Are they both? They're both wearing that same coat or a coat like that.
Yeah.
So who is that? Like, what is that figure?
Well, this one here is the David Hasselhoff figure,
Okay,
and that's the Michael Keaton figure.
Michael Keaton. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right.
What am I supposed to do again? You're gonna punch him.
And for anybody that wants to know, this is the Val Kilmer figure.
Okay. You know what though? All three of these guys, what I noticed when I was watching this,
Yeah.
they all have different aspects of your personality. Did you ever notice that?
Really? No.
Yeah. Like in obvious, I mean it's definitely your brand of humor. I mean that goes without saying, but yeah, they just have different aspects of your personality. I'll try to point it out as we go along, but I just can't think of a good example right this second.
Okay.
Straight in the gut. Oh, okay. No, wait. Let me take that back. Kick him in the nuts. Oh, boy. All right. Now you go over karate kicking the flies. Well, what are you going to do while I'm karate kicking the flies? I am the one who's supposed to attach the gun turret. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. That was unjustified. Ooh, I'm karate
Now, I will go on record by saying those are real flies.
kicking flies.
So you can't honestly say no flies were harmed
Ooh.
during the filming of this movie.
Yeah, I can say they were harmed during the film of this movie.
All right.
Oh, now there's a fly. Oh, no. Oh, he flew off. Oh, he flew off. Oh, there's one up there. I'm karate kicking flies. Oh, he flew off. This isn't working. They're flying away. Just keep doing it. Okay. I am karate kicking flies wherever I go. Come on. Get over here, you stupid fly. I'm going to kill you. They're still flying. Oh, wait, there's one. Why do I got to karate? Ugh. Why do I got to karate kick him? Can I just punch him? It doesn't have the same impact. Now just do as I say, or you will end up 6 feet into the river. Oh my goodness! There's one up there. I'm gonna karate kick him. Hi! Oh, I got him with the heel of my foot. All right, you too, master moron.
I'm sorry. I like the other guy yelling at him from a far distance, saying it doesn't have quite the same impact.
Yeah, that's funny. And I think I'm going to buy you a Swifter for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, look at all the cobwebs up there.
So you can get your ceiling. I'll get you one with the long reach handle.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. I love karate kicking flies. Just walking down the street, I was feeling the beat. I was saying hello to everyone that I meet. Yes, I may be silly, but I ain't that dumb. I got a great big brain and opposable thumb. Hi, Joe.
By the way, that was great. That line was great. A great big brain and opposable thumbs.
Yeah. I throw a few raps in these sometimes, you know.
Oh, God. Why? No. Now it's my time to shine. All right, I'm going to set the turret gun right here on the roof. Nobody will ever suspect a thing. Man, I've been karate kicking those flies all day, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. There's thousands, if not millions of them. Don't worry, pal. At least you had it easy. I had to kick some guy I don't even know right square in the balls. Say, why do they call it square when they talk about punching somebody or kicking somebody? I don't know. I guess because when you look at a target on the computer screen, it's a square. Yeah, but they were using that term back in the 1800s. Hey, I don't know, man. Maybe people all had square jaws back then.
Do you think that that's the case? That maybe.
Say again.
Do you think that that's the case, that people that their jaws were squarer back in the days?
Maybe. I saw Phil is in chat now, and YouTube chat. He's watching. He said he's going to get you a fly swatter.
So I will have to use my action figures, right?
And you're making Lorraine Lamore laugh so hard that her stomach hurts.
Oh no! Well, we had Sandy the other day. We was killing her. Literally.
Oh yeah, when we were making her laugh. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep it moving, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dave, are you? Oh God. You're the one
that was just the sound effect, by the way. I just want to throw that in there.
Did it, pal. I got the turret gun. Get out of the way. I'm going to start shooting. God, he's going to start shooting. Hey, don't you come over here after you did what you just did. I might have done what I just did, but this guy's about to do what he's going to do.
See that right there? That is classic Hebrew.
Really?
Right there. Yeah.
How so?
Because that's just how you talk.
Oh,
You like to generalize extremely. Like you tell me, well, I'm just going to do the thing. I'm like, okay. Well, now that I totally understand what you're going to do, and you cleared it up for me. Well, I mean, that thing. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, and I think as you get to know me throughout the years or whatever, you'll come to realize exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I've learned the difference between a thingamabob and a thingamabee and a thingamadoo.
Yeah.
3 totally different things.
For sure, man, for sure.
You even believe we hang out with that guy? I can't believe it. All right, all you MFers, take this and this. You're all gonna die. You're all gonna die. Hey, Bill, it's 8:00. House is on. Oh crap! I can't miss house. Let's go.
He just jumped off. He just jumped off an 8-story building. Because he was afraid he was going to miss house.
Well, hasn't everybody done that?
Yeah, I guess so.
The thing that he was shooting, was that just a special effect, or were you using like a cap gun? What was going on there?
Oh, yeah, that was just a special effect.
Oh, okay.
Hey, wait for me, guy. Quick, what channel is it? Channel 23. Oh.
Okay. Now we're going to play Trash Night, but before I get into that, we want to talk just a little bit to the audience and take a little break from that. And just what do you think everybody thinks about this?
Well, I have no idea what everybody thinks about it. I can tell you what I think about it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Well, it was been great doing these Taco Tuesdays with you, but I really just got to go. No, I'm just kidding. No, they're really funny. I think you're onto something with those particular characters, and it seems to flow really natural with you, my friend. I think you're in your bag, so to speak.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I think if Netflix wanted to pick this up as a series, there'd be some changes that would have to be made, but I think it would be pretty cool.
It would be interesting to see how you took your direction and your in the lines that you write and the camera work that you've already learned how to do and how you set up scenes and everything and actually applied it to with real people and actually made a real movie. It would be interesting to see how that would turn out if you could ever get a motley crew together to work with you and make something. Yeah.
Could you imagine some real life versions of those guys?
Well, that would be you and Armor. Yep.
Yeah. Well, my inspiration was from Office Space, I think. And when you go back and you watch that movie, there's a lot of really funny scenes, and there's a lot of scenes in there that are so exaggerated, like you could never see people actually doing any of this stuff in real life.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's what makes it fun. And to be honest with you, my favorite character is the big guy with the long hair. I mean, he's the one that kind of I don't know. He's the silliest one of them all. The big brain with opposable thumbs, but he's also obviously the dunce. But he's still I don't know. It's just like he keeps it. He keeps the he's like the lightheartedness of the group.
Oh yeah. And the funny thing is, he's not actually part of the group. They don't want him in their group. They hate the guy.
Well, maybe that's why I relate to him so much. No, I'm just kidding.
We started this show off with 12 watchers, and now we're down to 8. So I think we're doing pretty good as far as not losing too many people.
Well, you know what? You can't sit there and watch the stock market because the Dow Jones will rise and the Dow Jones will fall. Tonight we're just doing what we want to do because it's our last show for a while. We are going to get around to talking about Mandela Effect, so here in just a little bit.
Mandela effects.
Mandela effects, because we did promise to do that. So,
well, we want to get some of the newer viewers, give them an idea exactly what a Mandela effect is.
Yeah. Well, I almost could even tell you what it is.
All right. Well, let's do that before we show the next clip.
All right.
Why don't you go ahead and just give the new people that may be watching that aren't Mandela affected even, just give them the generalized information.
All right. Well, I'm just going to paraphrase. I'm not going to look up some fancy schmancy Wikipedia definition of it or anything like that and go into the whole Fiona Broom thing. I'm just going to leave that part out. Okay.
All right.
But basically, it's a really good example of a Mandela effect. Not just your standard run of the mill. Maybe the spelling's different on a name or something like that, but like a cultural thing that everybody or a majority of people remember it happening or being a specific way. But then when you actually go and check or reference the actual thing itself, it's not the way most people remember it, or a large portion of the population or the general public remember something. For instance, most people have a really fond memory of Ed McMahon showing up at people's houses and handing out really big checks for Publishers Clearinghouse back in the 80s, and I think even the early 90s he still did it to some degree, but I know he did it a lot in the late 80s and early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And I mean, you have countless examples of everything from Roseanne Barr show to Johnny Carson to because I was his sidekick guy He shows up on David Letterman one day with a check from Ed McMahon. I mean, there's just so much residue, so many different people. If I went out on the street right now and I said, what is Ed McMahon famous for besides being on Johnny Carson? The most likely next most thing he's famous for is handing out the Publishers Clearinghouse checks, right?
Yeah.
Showing up with prize patrol and the person opening the door, and they got the balloons and the camera crew, and he hands them a check and tells them that they won. However, none of that has ever actually happened. He did work for a publisher's American Publishers something or other, but he never actually went to anybody's house with the prize patrol and handed them a check. Now, how obscure is that he actually did work for a publisher, but he never showed up with checks? And when so many people actually remembered that he did. So that would be a good example of a Mandela effect. Another pretty good example would be the Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Ricky Ricardo on I Love Lucy show. Mm-hmm. People remember him saying that. Not just once, but many, many, many times throughout the show. She would often get in some sort of trouble. He'd come home from work, he'd find out what the trouble was, and he'd say, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. And her eyes would get all big, and or she would start crying or whatever, however the joke or the sitcom decided to run it on that particular one. But it was a tagline, a catchphrase that he was famous for. However, if you go back and you watch the episodes, he never actually says it, not on one single episode. So how do so many people have a recollection of it happening, yet it never occurred? So then those are two pretty decent examples, okay? So I think you get the idea of what a Mandela effect is. Then you come to, well, okay, your next project. Okay.
I want to mention one real quick.
Go ahead.
A lot of people probably never even heard of this one, even the ones that are affected. This is a well-known thing. It's something that everyone says, everyone's parodied it, everyone, even the Joker says to Harley Quinn, Harley, say goodnight, Harl. And she goes, good night, Harl. And it's sort of like how it all started was George Burns, the Burns and Allen show, which started on the radio, and then later became like a TV thing, a TV show. And at the end of each show, everyone remembers him saying, okay, now say goodnight, Gracie. And then she would go, good night, Gracie. Well, I got news for everyone out there that remembers that so fondly. She never says goodnight, Gracie, anymore. She just says goodnight.
Huh.
And that used to be the whole joke, was him saying goodnight, Gracie. Well, of course, okay, well, she's supposed to say goodnight, but instead of saying goodnight to the audience, she would repeat what he said, goodnight, Gracie. So that itself has been Mandela affected if people didn't know.
Exactly. And then the most famous one, of course, is everybody remembers Luke, I am your father. There's all kinds of residue out there, but instead he actually says, no, I am your father. And at the end of Star Wars or whatever. So with all that being said, then the logical mind comes to a conclusion when they hear just one example, maybe two, even three or four, the logical mind wants to say, well, maybe I just misremembered it. And that's the logical way to think. And that's how any rational person would definitely process it in their brain, because you're not going to go into immediately thinking, well, the reality has changed. Well, no, because most people don't think that way. But then once you get example after example after example of these occurring, and then you realize so many other people remember it the way you do, and that it's actually more people remember it the way it isn't than the way it is, then you have your next logical conclusion which is that it must have changed. And everybody that can still remember it the old way, somehow was part of reality when it actually did happen. Like Lassie telling everybody that Timmy fell in the well. You know, I mean, so many people. The guy that played Timmy, he even named his book "Timmy Fell in the Well." But in the Lassie episodes, and Timmy never actually fell in a well. So, I mean, how does that happen if there isn't some type of alternate reality where it actually did? Then after you go to that level of acceptance, then you start trying to rack your brain around, well, what caused the shift in the reality? And that's where nobody knows, nobody has the answer. We all have different theories, we all have different ideas, and we all have different uh you know different different explanations. Some people try to say it has something to do with CERN and changing the, doing portals, creating portals with the Large Hadron Collider. And other people think that it might, it's something more mystical than that, or that it's something spiritual because you also have changes in the Bible. And and a lot of times, it's the Bible changes that really convince people that it must be something spiritual. And you know what? I don't really have a strong theory one way or the other as to what may or may not have caused the shift in the reality. All I can tell you is that when I was growing up as a kid, we always had stovetop stuffing, and it was a big deal
Oh,
to
yeah.
make sure you got the Stouffer's brand because the generic was whack. And if you go to the store today, there is no such thing as Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. There's just Kraft. And half the time you can't even find a store brand. It's just Kraft, and that's the only option available to you. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
really,
And you know what? Adding to that real quick,
yeah.
sometimes when I look at it, it just says stovetop. It doesn't even say craft on the box.
Yeah, they don't make a big point of putting Kraft on there. I think that, and you know what I think? I think Kraft got wise and they realized that people weren't buying it because it didn't say Stouffer's. And as soon as they took the big Kraft label off the top, more people bought it just thinking it must be the Stouffer's.
Yeah, that's very true, my friend. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think I did a pretty good explanation. What do you think?
You gave a pretty good rundown of it, yes. And we're gonna get deep into it later on in the show, but we're only about an hour in. So, and like you said, whatever comes up, comes up. We're gonna have fun tonight because it's gonna be at least 3 weeks.
Oh
Before
yeah, and I think we got a song about the Mandela effect that I think we might play later too.
Yeah,
We're just going to
that
play
for-
the song though, because we want to make sure we don't get in any kind of trouble with anybody.
Oh yeah.
So, with that being said, what's next on the agenda?
Well, I would like to show you guys one more clip. Actually, got two more clips, but we're going to show these periodically throughout the show.
I like when you use big words like periodically.
Right. We've already lost like 2 more viewers, so I really don't give a shit.
I mean, I didn't think I explained it that bad.
No, it wasn't your. I don't think it was your explanation, Sagi.
Okay. I mean, I could try again and see if I can articulate it better if you want me to.
I think the big thing is that people that don't see it, like people that go, oh well, maybe I was just misremembering that. It probably never happened the way that they take we call that taking the upload, by the way.
Well, not necessarily. I think at first you got to come to a level of acceptance. It's hard. I mean, when I first found the quote unquote term Mandela effect, I was intrigued, but I've always enjoyed going down rabbit holes. I find a new intriguing rabbit hole. I want to explore every burrow of it, But I remember when I first saw it and I first heard, my first couple examples, I was a little bit leery, like, maybe, maybe not. But then I found ones that resonated with me, like Stouffer's, like Ed McMahon, like Berenstain Bears. Those were ones I had a clear recollection of, and I knew there was no chance that I was getting it wrong, you know? So once I came to that acceptance, then I started getting more and more examples. And then a lot of times when I see an example, a good one would be like, uh, oh shoot, I just went blank. Oh yeah, like the Ford logo. Okay, like I clearly remember there not being a curly Q, right? But then I look
Yeah.
at it a little bit and I go, well, maybe not. Maybe I just never really paid that much attention. And I kind that's when I feel like I got the update. Because like now all of a sudden I'm not so sure it was the old way. You know, now all of a sudden I think, well, maybe it was maybe it's always been the way it is now. That I think that's where when you take the update, right?
Yes, I do believe so. And
Okay.
let me tell you this. Here's a weird experience that happened to me with that whole Ford logo thing. What happened to me was I got the Ford key. Like my grandpa used to have a 1988 Ford Ranger, okay? And so now I got a key, an old key, because we sold the truck quite a few months ago. We sold the truck. But I had a key, and when I took a picture of the key, I looked at it. It didn't have the curly Q on the F. And then when I looked at it about an hour later, the curly Q reappeared. So, sometimes we have personal experiences that happen to us once we realize that we are affected by the Mandela effect. And what do you mean taking off three? Taking three off? What do you mean taking three off? I don't get it. But anyway,
Maybe he means 3 weeks.
oh yeah, because I mentioned I was going to take 3 weeks off. Yeah. At first I said 2 weeks and I said 3. Well, who knows? It may be shorter than even that. We'll see as time goes on. But getting
Yeah,
back,
we'll be doing a show this coming Saturday, most likely.
wait,
I'm just kidding.
well, it won't be this Saturday. It'll be next Saturday. It'll be on my other show.
Oh
Channel.
yeah, that's right. I was just kidding though, but yeah, we are going to start doing stuff on his other channel. So if you're not subscribed to it, and let me explain to you guys what's going on here, just so you totally understand. Hebrew has always really wanted to do a professional toy review channel. It's been a passion project of his, and he's been so caught up in doing these Taco Tuesdays and Shifty Sundays, and there's lots of other reasons involved too. But this is part of what's going on here. He's really just always wanted to somehow try to really create a really good toy review channel. So he's going to use this time to also try to bring that channel up.
Oh, yeah.
So anybody that is either listening now or listening later, if you think even though you may not really necessarily be into toy reviews, if you would like to just hear us do our thing, but in a toy review format, make sure you link to his other channel, this toy review channel, because we will be. I told him, I said, if this is a passion project for you, I would be happy to be part of it. I'll be happy to be supportive of it, and I'll do everything I can to try to help you make it successful. So we are going to go do live streams over there, and we're going to talk about all kinds of pop culture stuff, not just toy reviews, but it's not going to be Mandela Effect related. It's not going to be fringe topic related like the stuff we do here, but it's still going to be Hebrew and Sagi doing their thing. So if you want to subscribe to the channel and come over and show some support for Hebrew's passion project, we would be more than welcome to have you. What I'll do here in just a few minutes when he starts the other video is I'll find the other channel and I'll make sure I put a link in the chat for you guys.
Well, hey, I appreciate that plug, man. That was well said and with very good enthusiasm too, man. And you know, like you said, I'm not just doing toy reviews over there. It's gonna be a mixture of a lot of things, pop culture, like you said. And, you know, we're gonna do like Saturday morning cartoons and what happened to those. And there's gonna be other topics like you know, we'll do like G.I. Joe cartoon reviews or any kind of 80s TV shows, even like Silver Spoons and Different Strokes and you know,
Oh, okay. Well, I can definitely get down on that. We'll talk
yeah.
about some greatest American heroes, some Alf,
Oh yeah.
some
Yeah.
A Team, some all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, I look forward to doing that. The Fall Guy. I used to love the Fall Guy and Knight Rider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Knight Rider and the A Team was probably one of my two favorites. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I mean when I say like reviews. It's called a toy review channel, but that's not all we do over there. Just saying. But with that being said, it's time for our commercial break. Did you know that, Sagi?
Time for a word from our sponsor. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's get over here. I have to get ready though, so if you'll just bear with me, and maybe you guys can all talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, my favorite part of the show. Okay.
Get down here to S. No, T. No, S. No, T. Let's see here. Guess I should have muted up, huh?
You know, we haven't played your word from our sponsor once yet, and it just smoothly transitions on. You have to do this every time. Wherever you have that file saved or however you got it, you need to make it a lot more easily accessible.
Well, you know, if I did that, there'd be no flair to it.
Oh, okay. This is what you call flare then. Well, this is flaring up like a flare gun, my friend.
Well, no, I got it ready right now, but it's not playing for some reason. Hold on.
Huh.
Let me try this again. Here we go. Okay.
I'm going to mute up.
Well, no, hold on. Let's see if it'll play first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Hebrew 77 here.
Hey, Hebrew 77 here.
Oh, Hebrew 77.
Okay, let me get the screen sharing with Hebrew and all his bros. Oh wait, no, that's screen sharing with Hebrew and all his bros. Dang it, why is it not letting me do the thing that I want to do?
Because this is you do I you know, like 10 years from now when you tell me all those times when I couldn't bring up the video, Sagi, I was really just doing that on purpose. I'm going to say, oh, you got me the ultimate gotcha.
Well, maybe. But no, here, ladies and gentlemen, please, this will be the time that you could go get yourselves a drink. And that's about it, because this commercial is pretty fast. So, with that being said, let's see here. Am I sharing it real big? Okay, not yet. All right.
You are now.
All right. So I'm going to give you seconds, hit the play button so we all know to go get it.
Well,
Okay.
hopefully they went to go get all their stuff when you first mentioned that you were going to play a commercial. So maybe they'll be back just in time to actually watch the commercial.
Okay. Looks like one of my nostrils is bigger than the other, by the way. Just saying. I ain't breathing too well right there. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh, Hebrew 77 here. Do you want to support the channel? Do you love the content it's getting? Do you love watching Shifty Sunday every Sunday? Well, some by buying a t-shirt. That's right, the Shifty Sunday t-shirt. The Shifty Sunday t-shirt for only $20. Long sleeve tee when the shift hits the fan. Watch Shifty
You're
Sunday.
making a lot of noise.
This is $25. and your Shifty Sunday hoodie sweatshirt for merely $27.99. Remember, that's teesprings.com/stores/Hebrew. And remember, if it doesn't say Hebrew, it's not the real thing.
Okay, and we're back. You think I should make the commercial a bit longer?
And maybe make another one for the Taco Tuesday merchandise.
Yeah, good point, man. Good point.
If it doesn't say taco, then you didn't get it from Macho.
Oh, yeah, there
Maybe
you
you
go.
could get Macho Man to do the commercial. Now that would be cool.
Well, I sure can. I sure can.
Celebrity endorsements go a long way, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, with that being said, there's only 5 people in here, so let's go ahead and watch Trash Night. Do you guys see that up there? Is it up there on your screen?
I thought they were watching Trash Night when we first went live.
Oh, no, that was huh?
Never mind. It was a joke.
Well, with no further ado, and we are going to both do commentary on this one, aren't we?
And if by both you mean you, then yeah. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well,
No, I'm here, my friend. Let's do it.
Okay.
I will comment as I see fit.
All right, cool. And here we go. Oh, why did it get small on me? That's what she said.
Another exciting meeting, huh, fellas? Yeah, it was kind of exciting, I guess. Hey, what do you say we go out back and smash some bottles? Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds like something you would suggest.
Oh, that's right. I think
yeah, it is. It's something I'm bored, guys. Why do you say we go out and smash some bottles in the alley?
And I would be like, that does sound like a lot more fun than drop kicking flies. So let's do it.
I'm glad you'd be down for it, man. That's cool.
it was Trash Night. Stupid Trash.
Ooh, he said the title.
Night. Oh, crap. That reminds me. The wife wants me to take out the trash tonight. Is it Trash Night? No, it's not Trash Night. She just wants me to take out the trash because it's starting to stink. I hate when that happens. Every time me and my girlfriend used to live together and we decide whether to take out trash or not, we fill up the trash can, and whoever put the last item in the trash can last had to take out the trash.
This is a game that me and my wife play.
I was going to say that before you said that. I almost don't want to say it now, but I was going to say when he goes, when me and my girlfriend used to live together. Well, no wonder she moved out.
Yeah, this should go on that list of why I'm still single.
Yeah, and I don't like the stereotype, and I don't mean to offend anybody because I know everybody has their own point of view on things. But when I was growing up, well, I shouldn't even say when I was growing up. When I was new at parenting, when my kids were younger, I had a son and a daughter, and I always told the son that the boys take out the trash. Either me or you, we are in charge of the trash,
Mm-hmm.
And the girls, the women, they have other things that they're responsible for. Maybe not, but the boys handle the trash. We don't make girls handle the stinky trash. And I don't know. I've just always felt that was just a general rule of thumb in the house that you don't if the guy and the girl are cohabitating, that should be a manly thing the guy takes care of.
Well, I would happen to agree with that. And anybody that disagrees with that, well, I feel sorry for you, my friend. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. No, but I digress. Let's move on before I get more offensive. Okay, that was a fake laugh.
Oh, yeah? Well, how did that go? I used to staple banana peels.
You just said the exact same laugh.
Did he? No, that was a real one.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Don't do it. It never worked out. You guys shut up. I'm trying to sleep over here. You shut up. I'm trying to be with a prostitute in here. Well, what are you doing with a prostitute in there?
That's kind of a dumb question, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I would hope that he meant that rhetorically.
Yeah.
Mind your own business. You mind your own business. Well, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. Don't you make me come up there, buddy. Oh, yeah? I'd like to see that. Yeah? Well, you're gonna see it here in just a minute. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, you come on up here. I'll be ready for you. You piece of garbage, I'll come up there and kick your ass. Phyllis, what do you say we get out of here? Yeah, sounds good to me. Yes, I was just thinking, what if we were all Muppets? Huh?
Now he's getting all philosophical. Hey, philosophical, get it? Muppets?
I get it.
Okay.
What do you mean? Well, Muppets are pretty cool. Yeah, especially that Fozzie guy. Oh, yeah, the Fozzie guy, he's always trying to be funny, but, he never really is. What are you talking about? I think he's freaking hilarious. So, but what are you talking about? You wish we were all Muppets? No, I didn't say I wish we were all Muppets. I said, what if we were all Muppets? You mean, speaking philosophy-wise, like maybe we're all Muppets and then this gigantic world that we live in, like we think we're the human beings, but we're actually the Muppets? No, I mean, like, literally became Muppets. That's the same as wishing if we were all Muppets. It's not the same thing as thinking that we are Muppets. But you said you didn't think we were actually Muppets. Yeah, so what are you getting at anyway? I don't know. I just think it would be cool to be Muppets.
You actually conceptually broke that down quite well. Just want to let you know.
Oh, okay, well, thank you.
Eat. Yeah, he's right. And if you don't have to eat, you don't have to poop. Yeah, if you don't have to poop, what are we talking about here anyway? I don't know. Those guys, they go on great adventures and they have things and they do things. Yeah, but you know what? I wouldn't want to be a Muppet because those Muppets, they're always singing songs all the time. Like every little mediocre task, we would have to sing a song. Yeah, like, it isn't easy being green. Oh, yeah, that would kind of suck. Say, do you think in musicals, like, the people that are singing are aware that they're singing? Or do you think, like, the people that are singing are unaware that they're singing, but everyone else around them is aware that they're singing? Nah.
What'd you think about that? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was on another screen. I was getting ready to put that link in chat. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll play it, though, while you're gone.
No. I don't think it works like that at all. I think in that universe, everybody just sings. What do you mean everybody just sings? Like everything in their universe is a musical, so nobody really looks at them strange when they're singing. Well, what about the people that aren't singing? I don't know. I guess maybe they just don't feel like singing. What are you talking about? Everyone that's in the musical sings. No, not necessarily. Yeah, he's got you there. I mean, there are some side characters. They just kind of stand off to the side and not sing. But singing the song. Hey, guys. How's it going? Oh, gosh. Not you, Johnson. What, I'm not allowed to be a part of the group? Hey, you're not actually a part of the group. I mean, you're more like an arch rival. Yeah, like Skeletor is.
I just like the fact that they think of him as an arch rival. You know. Oh. Okay.
No, I agree. I think that I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's 4 of you, so wouldn't that mean that all 4 of you are He-Man and I'm Skeletor? Actually, what if we're the Skeletor guys? Oh, he's right. He does look an awful lot like He-Man. Oh, are you kidding me? He's got the beard and the orange hair. He's not He-Man. Yeah, but I mean, like, he has muscles like He-Man. I've always been told I also have a voice like He-Man. I don't see it. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't know about that. What do you mean? I don't know about that. You're not the He-Man type, all right? So anyway, what do you want? Oh, I just came around here. I heard you guys talking about Muppets. Pay attention, Johnson. We're way past that. Yeah, that was like 4 paragraphs ago. Well, so what are you guys doing tonight anyway? I don't know. I mean, we were going to smash a bunch of bottles out back, but then we realized it was trash night. Oh, my God, it's trash night.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, trash night. I got to get all my trash out. Oh, God. What's with him? Oh, no, I just hope he doesn't come back this way. Yeah, that guy's a maniac. Night! Guys, look out, he comes again. Trash night! Oh, you guys want to go grab the beer? No, I'm just going to go home and play some Nintendo. I'll play some Nintendo with you. This is more like one-player Nintendo. Oh, you mean like Zelda or something? More like Double Dribble. Wait a minute, Double Dribble is a 2-player video game? Yeah, it's a 2-player video game. What are you doing here? You can have us come over play Nintendo. The truth is, I really not feel like having somebody over tonight, all right? Especially you two.
Hey, can you pause it?
Yeah.
See right there, that is so you. Like when like I say something and you're wanting to like get off the phone or you got something else to do. You try to come up with some type of off-brand excuse and then but you're trying to be polite. But
Yeah.
I inquire more. I'm like, well, what do you mean you got to go do that thing that you're going to go do? And I get to it, and then your excuse doesn't hold water, and I call you out on it. And then you just have to say, okay, well, I just got to go to the bathroom, okay?
Yeah, I could. I can see exactly what you mean when you said earlier on that each guy represents each or one of my different personalities I have.
And Go Kart Bob says, how do you have a 3-way conversation with yourself? He's like, that's talent. And I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, he's right. It is talent, but it's also I think that it's just you working out your multiple personality disorder as well.
Very funny, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the guy is basically trying to tell him politely he just wants to be alone. So, okay.
2. Yeah, what? It's not we two, it's us two.
Wait, let me rewind that a little bit. Hold on.
2. Yeah, what? It's not we two, it's us two.
Wait, I must have missed something there.
Yeah, it's a 2-player video game. What are you doing here? You can have us come over and play Nintendo. The truth is, I really not feel like having somebody over tonight, all right? Especially you two. Who is this supposed to be, we two? Yeah, what? It's not we two, it's us two. Oh, yeah, sorry. Who is this supposed to mean, us two? No. You're taking it the wrong way, guys. I just don't want anybody over tonight. Hey, We could make this a huge Nintendo night. Come over, play some Mario Brothers. That's still just a 2-player game. Yeah, what about me? Well, then we could play some GoldenEye in 64. I mean, that's like a 4-player game. I just don't want to have any company tonight. But GoldenEye is a 4-player game. I say we all grab some brewskis and head over to Ted's house. Yeah, let's go to Ted's house. Guys, I really... Oh, crap. What? No! Ah! Shit, it's raining out here. Boy, I sure hope that guy gets his trash out. John, don't say trash! Trash! Huh? Do-do-do-do.
Okay, well, there's that. So with that being said, what'd you think of all that?
I don't know, man. It's a toss-up between the first one and the second one as to which one's actually funnier. I like them both. But I think that you're doing a great job. I think you should definitely keep that. I think, like I said before, I think that you're really on your own. You're really that those characters really bring out your humor really well. So I think you should keep doing it.
Okay, cool. Like, one guy seems like to be the voice of reason. The other guy is he does everything that they tell him to do, and he kind of gives in to the craziness. And then like the third guy, he's kind of the anarchist. He kind of begins the craziness, and then the
Right.
muscle,
He's the instigator.
right. And then like the muscle guy, he just wants to just fit in, he doesn't really care what they're doing or what's going on. He's the guy inside of me that says that nobody likes me and I don't fit in anywhere. I'm like a square peg in a round hole, and nobody likes that guy. But he's still
right. But the truth is, but the truth be known, he's secretly the most likable guy of them all. In that kind of ironic.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the other ones are just a bunch of heathens that come up with stupid shit to do, and oh well, But maybe one day they'll make them a part of their plan,
Yeah, well, we'll I guess we'll just have to wait and see, huh?
Oh yeah. Hey, I think this is going to be bigger than the Mandela family.
Well, that's a lot of people, man.
Well, I didn't mean it.
I know what you meant. Well, I mean, the Mandela family got canceled, I think.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it hasn't been airing for quite a long time, so maybe if you get enough requests for it, you could bring it back. But it seems like people have forgotten about it. Nobody seems to mention it anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. No, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it back this fall, actually, or I'm gonna try to.
That's usually when you do it. I think we need to let a little time go by and wait and see how things. In the summertime, people will get active and busy, make new connections, and who knows? Maybe we'll bridge, our network, and we'll bring new people in between now and then, and we can add some new characters, or I should say, you can add some new characters. But yeah, I'm sure you'll get back around to it soon enough.
Oh yeah, sure. And you know what? We've let an hour and 23 minutes slip by, and I really think if there's anything that you have to talk about, like you want to, like earlier we're talking about introducing newcomers to the Mandela Effect, in which I know that there's a lot of people that say, "Hey man, what's the Mandela Effect?" And sometimes we don't take them serious. Like we think they're just joking around. They're cutting up, and because we're like, oh, come on. Are you being serious? We we just take it for granted that we're all Mandela affected when in fact we're not all Mandela affected,
Well, yeah, not only that, but when you first discover it, it kind of freaks you out, man. And then you slowly get like to a point where it really isn't even that. You just come to accept it as part of the way things are. Kind of like when when you first had to go into quarantine, it was kind of weird, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But over time, you've kind of learned to just accept that people are crazy and we got to play along.
Yeah. I saw a funny meme on Facebook the other day I meant to tell you about, but just forgot. Um, they were talking about sheep and sheeple, and they're like, how to lead sheep. And they showed a bunch of sheep walking in a straight line or whatever. And they're like, how to lead sheeple. And then they showed the arrows that are drawn on the floor at the grocery stores.
Yeah, a lot of malls are doing that too before they're allowed to reopen. They're how you have like you get in these malls, you have like a dividing thing in the middle, like with little shops, or they'll plant plants, or a little lake, or some type of terrarium in the middle where of the walkway that people walk through. And they're putting on one side of the walk area of the mall, you all have to go a certain direction. It's one way only, and then when you're coming back, you have to make sure you're on the opposite side of the walk area or whatever, so that no people are passing each other. And I saw a video about that earlier today, or a news report or something like that. And that's the first thing I thought of, was like, man, it's just like the OK Corral, but with people.
Yeah. I mean, every day I get up, every day I have the good fortune of waking up, I should say. But every day that I do wake up, it's like
do you put Folgers in your cup?
I put Folgers in my cup.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Yeah. How does that strike you? You should talk about Folgers. Let's talk about it for a minute.
Folgers?
For most people that don't know, it's pronounced Folgers, right? So you think, okay, well, Folgers has got a D on it. For many years, I remember seeing it with a D on it all the time, and the grocery ads, and at the checkout line, on TV, the commercials, just like you said, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Oh, wow, you sing it way better than I do.
I don't know about that, but
you put like a certain bravado in it. I felt like you were like standing in front of like an auditorium, like getting ready to like do the I don't know, like what is it called, the Phantom in the Opera? Yeah.
Oh, Phantom of the Opera. Oh, you mean like if I sing it like an opera beat?
Yeah, like you had an opera bravado thing going there.
Oh, okay, cool. But no, man, it's really true what they say. You look at what you see, and you see what you want, and you want what you see.
So in other words, you're not 100% sure if you just saw the D, or if the D was really always there, because you just always assumed there was a D because you pronounced it with the D?
No, I've always known that it had a D in it. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of proof out there. I just don't know where it is right now. But
well, that really drives the case home. You sealed it up. Without a doubt, unquestionably. There's a lot of proof. I can see you in the court of law. Listen, Judge, there's a lot of proof out there that my man is innocent. I just don't know where it is right now.
Well, but no,
yeah, but I remember always pronouncing it Folgers as well. And how the heck do we make that D if it never existed? I'm with you. And the other one that I'm with you, or I don't know, I assume you probably agree with me on this. The Febreze had 2 E's in it. F-R-E-B, or Febreze, F-E-B-R-E-E-Z-E.
Well, sure it did.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we agree on that.
Here's something that you might not agree with me on that somebody will agree with me on is that I always thought that Campbell's was Campbell's and not Campbell's, but now it's camp, like you're going to a fat camp or something, and then you're
Right.
going to wear
Well,
bells.
I kind of agree with you. I think I might have got the update on that, but I just checked with Mystique, and she said she agrees with you.
Oh, well, she probably would agree with me. So, even if she wasn't here,
Yeah, even if she wasn't here, she probably would agree with you too.
but I got to tell you something, man. We got a beautiful room here tonight. And let me just do this real quick. I'll give it another shout out just because I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that.
All right.
All right. We got Philip Fogarty in the house. We got Go Kart Bob, Lorraine LaBobbitt Lamour. We got David Hasselhoff, Bad Service, Lotar 900. The very lovely Catherine Snows, Eddie Von King, the fake one. Let me scroll up here. Did I mention Go Kart Bob?
Yes. Or you did now, either way.
Okay. We got good service. Oh, I mean bad service, bad. Bad service, bad. And let's see here. Another late night 78. Oh, and of course, as always, Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Oh, now that sounds like Battle Cat. Oh, okay.
Michael Fontaine.
Now that sounds like somebody else. I don't know who though. But man, I gotta take off this shirt. It's freaking hot in here.
Well, yeah, do that. And I was going to see if I could talk you into playing that Mandela Effect song.
Oh yeah, I can't do that right now. We've got one more clip to show, and then we're gonna open the phone lines.
Boo.
what do you mean, boo?
I want to hear the song, my friend.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that before we go off the air because I got some serious stuff to talk about first, and then that'll lighten the mood because the stuff I have to talk about right now is very sombering and sad stuff. And
Oh, no.
some people might leave that can't handle the truth, but here's the truth.
Oh, no. You're going to run them off before you play the song. Okay, I see what you're doing.
No. I'm trying to do a bad news, good news type of deal.
Well, usually it works out better if you do the good news first. That way the audience is still there to hear the bad news.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
But it's all good. Whatever you want to do, I'm here with you, my friend. So this is your show. Let's hear it.
This came across my news feed on Facebook. There's a video, but there's not a video, but there's a picture going on. It seems as though Black Lives Matter has now crossed the line, or at least they've crossed the line with me. The other night, they picked up a white dog, and they were mistreating him just because he was a white dog. And I think they ended up, they ended up killing the dog. And then somebody said that they actually ended up hanging the dog, like a hanging.
Well, this is the first I've ever heard of this. So,
Yeah.
oh wow. And I mean, are you sure it was like official BLM people, that it wasn't just people that are out there being bad and just said, well, and just were for the Black Lives Matter movement, but not officially, Black Lives Matter affiliated?
Well, it could be, but I have a video here that I want to share.
We're not going to see anything bad happen to the dog, are we?
No. It's just a picture of them holding the dog up. It's not anything bad. That doesn't show them actually doing the deed.
All right, yeah, you're coming at me with left field with this one, but let's do it.
Let's see here. Where's the dog? Okay, just give me a second here. Let's see here. I'm not sure if Facebook will let me. What the? Oh, no, that's different. Okay, let's see here. Gunman wanted to kill white people. No, that's different.
Yeah, no, you read the news today, and the things that are just commonplace headlines. 10 years ago, you would have thought you were watching like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome or something,
Oh, yeah. But anyway, this might just be a rumor because I'm not finding any videos out there.
Yeah, it sounds like it doesn't sound legit to me. I mean, it really doesn't, because first of all, I mean, dogs aren't white or black. They might have white hair or black hair, but unless you shave them, you really don't know what color their skin is.
Well, this is something I found on Facebook, and I think.
Well, if it's on Facebook, it must be true, right?
Well, no, I'm not saying it is, but when you've got it, let me see where I found it at, okay? And then we'll see.
All right.
This will tell you what the source is. But if they are in fact doing this, shame on them.
Well, I mean, there could be some teenagers out there and all getting, with everything going on and all the chaos and meddling taking place. I can see how somebody, you might get caught up and do something stupid like that. But I can also see how somebody might have just made a spoof video to try to get something to go viral and, get some clicks and get some, just to try to get people, make some clickbait too. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd have to look at it and then discern for myself what it's really all about.
Here's the thing. You might be right, because when I went to try to watch the video, it wouldn't let me watch it because there was an interview. It wasn't a video like they actually showed the event happening. You know what I mean? But here it is. PETA posted it.
Oh, well, okay. Let's see what it's all about.
Let's see. PETA's fundraiser about blah blah blah. Okay. Well, you're not going to believe this.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see here. Okay. About would you kneel if BLM asked you to do so for your privilege? That's one of the articles that came across my Facebook.
Well, yeah, man. That's what kind of stuff you see on Facebook, right? That 50% of Facebook is fake, right?
Well, it might be, and like I said, you might be right. But this comes out of NBS and NBC or whatever it's called.
All right, well, let's check it out. I'm all for. I mean, whatever you want to look at, my friend. I'm here. I'm here for the long ride. So, you're in the driver's seat. I'm just going to look out the window.
Let's see here. I wish I would have sent this to you when I first saw it. It's very disheartening if this is true.
Yeah, why would you want to bring it up on the show then?
I don't know, because it's fun. It's not fun. It's it's information. I'm trying to get information out there. I'm trying to show just how the society has broke down this country called what's it called again? Chaz.
Yeah. You know what, though, my friend? I come here on Taco Tuesday to get away from the reality that our society has broke down. I see enough of that when I just get on the internet and watch other things, you know? Because I have Facebook too. I have internet. I have YouTube. I see all the stuff that comes across the feeds, my friend, and I accept some of it, and I check some of it out, and some of it I choose to ignore, and I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to do a PSA. You're trying to point out just how bad it really gets, and I can understand and relate to that, but.
Well,
Let's try to keep the spirits high tonight. Let's not go there.
we'll try to keep the spirits high. Where's that video you wanted me to play?
Um, it is right before it's in Hangouts, in your personal Hangouts.
All right, let's get to that instead, because you're right. I mean, it's sad and depressing and disgusting and just a horrible thing all around. I mean, not just
And I totally agree with you, and I commend you for listening to my voice of reason, because I know you kind of had your mindset on it. So big props to you for compromising, my friend.
okay. So Twitter, is this Twitter?
Yeah, no, it's a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure.
I missed your call at 5:00.
Let me go.
That was a
I'm
mistake.
pretty
You did.
Yeah, it was. You looked at it earlier, remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting on it.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. This is 4 minutes long.
In the city?
So, do you want to explain what this is all about and how you?
Yeah, it's basically a rap song. We're just going to listen to the music, and we're not going to look at the visuals, because I just want the words. Basically, are kind of like what we just talked about. I think it makes mention of the Large Hadron Collider, some of the different Mandela effects. It's a rap song, basically trying to talk about the Mandela effect and different aspects of it. So that's really it.
All right. Well, here we go. You people listen to this really good, and I'll be right back.
Sex in the city? Nope. Interview with a vampire? Nope. Did you build it? They will come? Febreze? Tweeze in the middle? Wrong again. Depends. Nope. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, my friends. A phenomenon known as the Mandela Effect. You may have heard of it. You may want to not neglect unbecoming, awake, spiritually inclined. So sit back, relax, while I blow your mind. Take the thumb off the cell, stop following the sheep. Down the rabbit hole we go. Are you ready for that leap? The Zapruder film, hashtag JFK. I looked at the footage and I said, what the heck? How come there are 6 people in that dang car? Stretch limo for me, this was all too bizarre. The glass behind the driver, no way, Jose. I remember for the car, my mind was in total disarray. Trying to make sense of what I was seeing, what I was witnessing. Didn't connect with my inner being. The second one of the crime for me was only the first lady. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? All this seemed kinda shady. Bernstein Bears. Nope. Shazam? Sinbad? Not in this reality. Good Lord. An awakening. Was it all a revelation? The naysayers and skeptics call it confabulation. They say you misremembered and call it batshit crazy. Did you smoke a doobie? Maybe that's why it's a little bit hazy. Unless you experience it, you'll never know. But enough of that. On with this Mandela Effect flow. Mandela Effect in the house. When did the world happen? The ethnic man. This reality publisher's clearinghouse was not a man, never the spokesperson, but we remember it clear as day. McMahon holding that check while the winner yelled like, "Yay!" American Family Publishers, never heard of them until now. This Mandela Effect has me raising the people's eyebrow. So many theories on what it could be. Have you ever heard of CERN and the LHC? Luke, I am your father. Nope. Sally Fields? Nope. Wrong again. That stands for the Large Hadron Collider. I thought it would mention. You know, the machine that opens up portals into different dimensions? You're probably thinking that this is all science fiction, but you gotta think outside the box and have no restrictions. Alternate reality and parallel dimensions. Okay, I get some of your apprehensions. Could this all be a spiritual evolution? Because the human race has grown tired of this toxic pollution. Mandela Effect in the house. Nope, not crazy. Some people, they just don't understand. That's just the way it is. Stay strong, my friends. That's just the way it is. Dolly has no braces? Are you serious? Good. Joel Osteen. Oh wait, Joel Osteen. So what the heck happened to Meow? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Anyhow, I wanted to shout out Scarab, Life Matrix, Angelo, and Rachel Leenstra, and all the members of Mandela Mondays. Shout out to Moneybag73, who has introduced so many Mandela Effects, especially JFK. Yeah, I was like, what?
Hello? Are you okay?
The nation of Chop is nearly a week old now, and yet still surprisingly little is known about Chop, formerly known as Chaz. Is the nation peaceful or is it dangerous? Is it prosperous? Is it impoverished? Is it
You're going to get copyright.
like in North Korea on Puget Sound? We can only guess. Snippets of information leak out, supplemented by daring acts of investigation. We have one such foray tonight. Our own Kyle Rothenberg, the nation, formerly known as downtown Seattle. Here's what he found.
Oh, yeah. I guess I better shut that off. All right, let's go ahead and just shut it off then. There we go. Okay.
What were you doing back there? It sounded like you were fighting somebody.
I was just trying to break up some ice.
Okay.
There you have it. It's the Mandela Effect song. I'd just like to thank everyone for stopping by here tonight on Taco Tuesday. Yeah, this is going to be our last broadcast, and I'll see all of you guys next week. Good night, everybody. Gotcha. I wonder how many people left during that.
I already left. I'm back. I forgot to tell you. I was going to. You mentioned at the beginning of the show my brother, my twin brother.
Oh yeah, your evil twin brother.
Do you want to? Do you want to meet him?
No. Here, let's play this, and then we'll meet your evil twin brother.
Okay.
Here are some through my very own intro. for anybody who's new to Mandela effects, look at these pictures side by side with each other, and I'm going to have to play with the music on. I'm sorry. But look at these pictures side by side with each other and see if any of this resonates with you. Okay, now let's go through that one at a time. Look at Fruit Loops. I wonder if I could pause this. No, I can't, but I can say
try the space bar.
You can't do that.
Well, just play it and just see what happens. Oh, all right.
It takes it right back off. But no, let's examine Kmart for an example. Kmart, for those of you who don't know, you saw in the picture I was showing, the K was way down from the Mart. Now, just close your eyes and try to picture Kmart in your head and how you might remember it. Now, I'm talking to the audience now, Stacey, not you. I know how you might remember. I might remember it as C-Mart. I don't know.
No, I'm just seeing like a spinning blue light.
Oh, yeah. Somebody was talking about that the other day, the blue light special, and she was mentioning it to a cashier. She's like, "You're probably too young to remember the spinning blue light in Kmart." I said, "He's probably too young to remember Kmart." You see how us like we talk nowadays, like old people used to talk to us that way, remember?
Right.
Because when
I was a young whippersnapper, I used to walk to school in the snow uphill both ways.
That's right.
Well, how did you go uphill both ways? All right, but go ahead. Kmart, K-M-A-R-T.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I remember it. That's the reality I'm from.
Oh, yeah. Me too. And I had done a video that has several proofs on this. Of course, I'm not going to show it now, but you guys can go.
You got lots of evidence, you just don't know where it is?
That's right.
Okay.
That's the way it is. And let's go on down the list now. All right. Now there's the Febreze you were talking about with 2 E's instead of 1.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the first time I saw it without it. At first, I thought it was like generic Febreze. And then I'm like looking around, like, does anybody else notice that this is different? Like I want to go grab it and just start showing it to random people in the store. Look, the Febreze, it's changed. The plane. But I really felt like something was wrong. Like, how could they just change it and nobody notice? What's going on here?
You know what's so funny is what you're saying. Whenever I first got into the Mandela Effect and I heard Scarab Performance talking about last names of celebrities changing, I was like, "Now wait a minute. Like you mean to tell me that these celebrities don't wake up in the morning and see their name in the paper or see their name in the magazine or on TV or whatever, and they don't go, wait a minute, wait, there's something wrong here. Why are they misspelling my name?" And that was my first reaction. Was, well, why wouldn't the celebrities come on and say, "Hey, there's something weird going on here. You guys are all misspelling my name. What's going on?" You know what I mean? That was my first reaction before I knew exactly how the Mandela Effect worked.
Well, yeah, I can see that. I mean, a great example would be Sally Field. I mean, like, come on. Like, she doesn't know her name changed from Sally Fields to Sally Field. But you know what, though? It seems like almost everybody that has a name change is either dead, out of the limelight, or has some type of um, connection with like CERN.
Mhm. You bring up a good point, and she does have a connection with CERN.
Yeah,
Her brother works there.
I know.
Yeah. So, with that being said, you had mentioned something similar to this. Like, I forget what it is. You said you went to a Ford.
Oh yeah, years ago I went
Yeah.
with my stepdad to buy. He was buying a Ford Explorer, and I noticed that's when I first noticed the Ford logo had changed, and it had that swirl on the F or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I know I've said for people who've already heard it so many times, I apologize, but yeah, I asked the guy that was selling the car to my stepdad, "What's with the logo change? Why is it got the swirly thing on it?" And I saw that it like caught his attention, like it was a question that that had been posed to him before, like and he held up his finger because they were in the middle of a conversation or whatever. Like, yeah, he would get to me in a minute, you know, to tell me about it. And then, of course, they got caught up in doing their paperwork and all that kind of stuff. And I mentioned it to him again when we were getting ready to leave, and he just shook his head and put his hand on my shoulder like he wasn't going to give me the long drawn out explanation. Now that he had already sold the car and our business is done, he was just going to send me on my happy way. He wasn't going. I guess he's tired of explaining it to the random people who take notice, you know.
Yeah, that's another thing I asked. That was one of the biggest questions I asked myself. Now, wait a minute. Especially when Skechers, which I think they're what is it now? They're Sketcher.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I actually that's another one that really resonates strong with me. It's funny you mentioned that.
Hmm.
It was Sketchers, but now there's no T in it. It's just Skechers.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you. Yeah, the first thing that came to mind was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me the person who owns Skechers and owns that store and
Well, how about all the employees that walk into the factory every day with you? I'm sure it says Skechers real big on the employee entrance or in front of the main lobby or whatever, you know, and on all the boxes that they're shoving the shoes in. I mean, and all the people that work at the shoe store, you know, when the orders come in. I mean, they just wake up one day and they all just universally take the upload the same day that the change happens? I mean, I really don't get how like you would think that like maybe there was like 30, 20, 50% of the workforce that showed up on that Monday and said, "Hey, what happened to the tea? The tea's gone."
right? What happened to the tea? Yeah, that's exactly the point I was getting at. Yeah, like also, all these people that manufactured Volkswagen are maybe you know what was funny about the whole Volkswagen thing? When I first saw it, I didn't even really recognize anything. Then I had to look at it a second time. I saw the breakage and the logo, but then when I went to look at it, because a long time ago when I started this whole Mandela Effect thing, I was in phase one, and I think that's denial of the effect. Stage two is where you kind of can buy into it, you know, and then stage three is where you're almost, but not really, and you're still trying to look for you know.
Well, stage three is you're trying to figure out, well, how could it be? Like, how could the how, like, you're aware what happened to the tea, basically. You're like, okay, all right, so it's a real thing, But how do you explain it? That's stage 3.
Mm-hmm. And then stage 4 is like you're fully into it and you're acceptant of it and you're accepting that it is happening. But at the same time, you're still kind of scratching your head looking for residue, logical explanations. And you're wanting to like write these companies and say, "Dear company." Uh,
Well, you know what? There was a point like when I was a little bit obsessed with it. I will honestly admit that, and I've since came to it. I guess I don't know what stage you will call it. You give it any number you want, 8, 9, 10. I'm actually to the stage where I'm just like I'm still interested in the Mandela effect, and I'm knowledgeable about it, and I enjoy talking about it. But I don't wake. It's not what I think about when I wake up in the morning, and
mhm.
I might go 2, 3, 4, 5 days at a time and not even think about Mandela effects because I'm not. There's so many other things in life to pay attention to besides that. You know what I'm saying? But if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
your thing and it's your passion and you're all about Mandela effects and you want to eat, breathe, and live Mandela effects, then that good for you. I mean, that's your thing. But for me, I've just kind of I don't feel like there's anything new that I can gain from it unless there's some type of breakthrough that occurs where we get some type of explanation or something like that. Other than maybe a new one popping up here and there that really resonates with me. There's not that much exciting left to discover about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, exactly. And I guess when you get to the 6th or 7th stage of it, is the part where you realize that it's not just logos and it's not just people that things say or not just names, but some people get so far into it that now they're seeing changes in landmass and they're seeing changes on the map of how the United States of America used to be closer to
Well,
South
I
America.
mean, I that
And
was one of the. I agree with that. I think South America was definitely not far off to the right by Florida. It was directly beneath Texas, but
yeah,
it's not anymore.
oh yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. There's more bigger and far greater connections to the Mandela effect. Like I never knew what the heck they were talking about when they were saying mud floods. Like, what is a mud flood and how does this connect to the Mandela effect?
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not. Because you know what? Anytime you find out something new after you find out about the Mandela effect, it is kind of like you tend to kind of put it in that group. Like, well, this is part of the new reality, huh? Mud floods, So
Yeah,
in a sense, you can kind of put it in that same wheelhouse. But I think
yeah.
that it might be just something that we just didn't discover until after we knew about the Mandela effect. I mean, it's hard to say for sure one way or the other, but the more important thing to take away from the mud flood is the fact that there is a history that has been abolished. That like if you look at every small town, it don't even have to be a major metropolis. If you look at every small town, if you look at the post office, the city hall, the library, these like government buildings and the stone masonry that's involved in building them and the infrastructure inside them and a lot of these train stations and stuff like that. They have they have these high arcing stone like cathedral type ceilings and stuff that you could people today don't build buildings like that. I mean, you would think, with all the high tech stuff that we've technologically became more advanced and this and that and the other, and the kind of big kind of construction caterpillars that they have out there now. Back then, they had horses and buggies. We're talking like the year like 1800, 1840. I mean, they didn't even have like Ford motor cars. Ford didn't even exist yet. They didn't have machinery like they did today. They had they had hammers and chisels, and
Right.
yet they were building these huge glamorous city halls and post offices and stuff. So how do you account for that? There had to have been some type of civilization or society that existed with better technology than what we're being told existed. And the way that the mud flood theory goes is there was a civilization called Tartaria or Tartary, however you want to pronounce it, and it's like after the wars, like around 1600 1640 is when this civilization kind of just disappears. They were all over Russia, Europe, and North America, but now they no longer exist. The history of them is very fragmented at best. It's almost like they were literally redacted out of the history books for some reason. It's like the New World leaders just didn't want us to have any recollection of this old civilization, and nobody knows exactly why or what the conspiracy theory is behind it. But for whatever reason, it's just hard to explain and account for this. And it seems that there was some type of mud flood that may have occurred that just totally wiped out a whole civilization, and that's what the whole mud flood theory is about in a nutshell.
Right. And then, as I got deeper into the rabbit hole and I started watching other channels besides Moneybags and Scare Performance and Lone Eagle, and I started paying attention to people hold on, let me gather my thoughts here. Like a coin. I flip a coin. I can't even say it anymore.
Coining?
Hold on. Flipping a coin. Quoting phrases such as paradigm shifts and lean your time versus mean your time, and what was that one thing that was brought up one time? Uncle the uncle what's his name lives in that place and it's his place, and all of a sudden he changed time or something. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know that one, my friend. I'm sorry.
No, well, what's the guy's name? Like, there's a guy's name, and then it's his house or something like that, and then it's a phrase. It's a phrase now that some people in the community talk about.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more to work with than it's a phrase.
Like, okay, what is Shakoti or Shakakra or
The chakras?
yeah, the chakra. Like, that's a new thing that I didn't know about that existed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not real up on that kind of stuff. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but it's not my I don't really know a lot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't start even hearing this being said until a certain person from our community started mentioning it, and I was like, well, what is this chakra, and how come we need to know about his house?
Oh no, you're thinking of the Schumann resonance.
Yeah, oh yeah. The Schumann. Yeah, I that's something I never heard of before in my life until good old what's their name brought it up, and then after that I was a little skeptic about it. Like, what is a Schumann resonance, and how does it connect with the Mandela effect?
Well, my best explanation. I don't really think it connects with the Mandela effect. I mean, as far as I know, it doesn't. I could stand corrected if I'm wrong. Somebody let me know. But as far as I know, it's like it's kind of like think of it as the electromagnetic waves that the Earth emanates. Kind of like how a compass has the north, always points to the North Pole. Mm-hmm. Because of the magnetic field at the North Pole.
Oh yeah,
being the positive, and then the South Pole being the negative.
Yes, sir.
Well, in between all of that is kind of like you can kind of imagine like if you had a little magnet laying on a table and it had a North Pole and a South Pole on it, right? All that space in between is kind of like an invisible electromagnetic donut, and the magnet is the hole inside the donut. Okay.
Donut. Yeah.
Yeah. and the Schumann resonance is kind of like how the strength of that field and how think of the magnet like pulsating certain magnetic energies out of it. The Earth is doing that on a regular basis, right? So the Schumann resonance is some type of equipment they use to try to gauge or record that electromagnetic energy that the Earth is emanating, and it fluctuates. It grows. It subsides, and the best of my understanding is that it's basically a way for them to track and record that the way a seismologist would track, seismic activity on the Earth. So that's basically that's what it is.
Okay. Well, when I first heard the Schumann resonance, for some reason it made me think of an evil god of some kind, like Gozer the Gazarian, goes who's the guy that Ivor Shandor. Yeah, that's it. It made me think of Ivor Shandor, and
that's from Ghostbusters, right?
He was the architect of Dana Barrett's building, and he built the building in a certain specific way so that the vibrations of the earth would emanate the very top of the building, and it would act as sort of a gateway, if you will, to ghost. And that's the way he architecturally designed it, because when Dr. Ivor Shandor was alive, they would conduct rituals on the roof, bizarre rituals, which would bring about the end of the world. So
okay, yeah, and there is something to that as well. Like there are certain places where paranormal activity tends to be stronger than other places, and those are considered points. So they're not really that far off. I mean, like you have the Bermuda Triangle, you have Sedona, Arizona, you have certain parts of South America where just strange things are known to occur. Paranormal type experiences are more commonplace than say others. So different way lines or places where some type of weird energy it does emit naturally through the Earth's core, or whatever you want to say, that kind of feeds that kind of activity. So yeah, I see what you're saying.
Sort of like an electromagnetic field of some sort that conducts electronic magnetic condensities which bounce off of
yeah, I don't know how much of it's really electromagnetic when you get into that thing. I mean it's all like, I guess, perspective, and it boils down to
a superconductive antenna.
Yeah, because there's different theories, and it depends on what school of thought you subscribe to, my friend.
Oh, well, I subscribe to the Ghostbusters school of thought.
Well, within that school of thought, you're right on track.
Oh, okay. No, but that's what I was thinking about every time who would mention the Schumann's resonance. I'm like, the Schumann's resonance? This sounds like something straight out of Ghostbusters. Like they constructed a supernatural conductive antenna for the sole purpose of what's the word? Sole purpose of emanating ghosts and letting them into the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it doesn't always have to do with ghosts, just so you know.
Okay.
It really actually has very little to do with ghosts. Most people who are referring to the Schumann resonance are not. It doesn't have anything to do with ghosts. It has a lot more to do with positive and negative uh, vibes for that day. Like if the Schumann resonance is high, I think that like it's like there's more tension in the air, something like that, than it is that you're going to see a ghost or not a ghost or anything to do with ghosts.
Well, with that being said, I got a whole bunch of things I want to say to you on that subject. Hold on. But I got to go do something, and I got to go grab something real quick, and I'll be right back. So you guys keep your wits about you, and I'll be right back.
So, out of curiosity, are we going to hear lots of slamming and banging again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Short answer, no. Long answer, probably.
Okay. Well, I'll just gauge how far off the slamming sounds to how close you are to returning.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'll check with chat and see if anybody's still hearing what they're talking about. Lorraine Lamore says low frequencies of the earth. Yeah. And she also mentioned Joel Osteen versus Joel Osteen. That's a big one for me too. Actually, my ex-girlfriend, for lack of a better word, was a big Joel Osteen fan. And took her to see Joel Osteen once in person live. And I know there was an L in his name. I actually almost met the guy. So let's see here.
Osteen.
Hebrew from Eternia. My father-in-law works at Starbucks, and he said they have to wear Black Lives Matter shirts while working.
Oh, man.
Yeah, everybody's doing that. I saw.
Hello?
Amazon Prime, when I log in, it wants to tell me first thing is that they support Black Lives Matter. It's actually gotten so far as that if you're a major corporation and you haven't acknowledged the movement yet, then they want to boycott you.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Well,
yeah.
Well, hey, listen. Here's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna read to you, since we're talking about Ivo Shandor.
Okay.
I'm gonna read to you line for line what it says in the ancient text of the Ghostbusters.
Well, I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right. Well, here we go. Okay. Something terrible is about to enter our world. And this building is obviously the door. The architect's name was Ivo Shandor. He was a doctor who performed a lot of unnecessary surgeries. Okay. And then in 1920, he started a secret society of Gozer worshippers.
So he was a plastic surgeon.
I'm guessing so.
All right, go ahead.
After the First World War, Ivo Shandor decided that society was too sick to live in. So he started he had close to 1,000 followers, and they would perform rituals on the roof, bizarre rituals intended to lead about the end of the world. And now it looks like it may actually be happening.
Oh, wow.
So that's the whole story on Ivo Shandor.
Well, speaking of Ivo Shandor, are you ready to meet my evil twin brother?
Yes, sir. Let's meet your evil twin brother. Cousin.
Cousin? What is it now? You said brother before.
Did I? I thought I said cousin, but go ahead. Let's meet the guy. You found him? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Well, that guy definitely looked evil.
Yeah, well, he is evil.
Oh,
I am Panther, evil brother of Sagi.
well, I'm glad he finally found you, man. You know, he's been looking for you all week.
Yeah, well, I try to avoid him because he's all good and everything. I don't really like hanging out with good, nice people all the time. By the way, have you seen Skeletor?
No, I haven't, but if I do, you'll be the first one to know.
Well, okay. So what's going on here anyway?
Well, not a whole lot. We're doing our very last Taco Tuesday show, and you know we're building up towards the end here. I'm about to open the phone lines. What you think about that?
I don't know much about that, but I guess I'm gonna go because I need to find Skeletor.
Oh yeah, why's that?
Because he's like like my master and stuff.
Oh well, okay. I hope you find them. Usually, I think the last time I saw him, he was in the bathroom with the newspaper, so it may be a while.
Okay, well, all right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
What'd you think of my evil twin brother, man?
Well, I got to tell you, he didn't have a whole lot to say. So I really get, but my first impression of him is that he's purple. And as you know, I have an extreme racism towards purple people.
Purple Panthers.
Purple Panthers. Yeah, he's not people. You're right.
Well, just don't hang him from a tree or anything.
Okay, no. No, I think the PTE or whatever would be mad at me if I did that. So, we're not doing that.
All right.
Oh wait, that's PET or PETA. PETA. Yeah.
PETA.
Oh, PETA. Yeah, like the bread. Okay, I got you. So we're down to 3 people watching. That's amazing. I can't believe it.
I know. If Lorraine was looking, she got to see a sneak peek of me.
Yeah, she sure. Yeah, that's right. You came up. I thought that was your evil twin at first, but I should have known better than that.
Right. Yeah. I actually think these things through sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well,
I just clicked the video button instead of my avatar by mistake. That's what I did.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I figured that was the case. Here's what we're going to do. Since we're 2 hours and 20 minutes into the broadcast and there's really only 3 people watching, what is going on? Is there another live stream somewhere that you know of?
Well, maybe they thought you really ended the show like a half hour ago.
I guess so. Yeah. Wow.
This is like the Easter egg bonus footage for the people who actually stick around to the end.
Yeah. Well, hey, I got to say that it must have been a pretty effective prank that I pulled.
Well, I was practically convinced because your tone of your voice, you actually sounded like something that just totally bummed you out.
Well, yeah, that video did, but it's just the way it is.
What video? The rap song?
Yeah.
Well, what? You don't like it? You didn't like it?
Nah, it was all right, but it's definitely no He-Man versus Skeletor rap battle.
Well, yeah, I get you there.
So,
is that a thing?
That's a thing.
Well, I wish we could watch it because I would like to see that.
Well, let me look it up real quick. I'm sure it's those rap battles of history, guys. They don't sue people, do they?
I think you could probably get away with it. Well, I see reaction video guys do it all the time.
All right. Well, yeah, we could do it like a reaction video. Let's see here. What's the name of it? Oh yeah, rap battles. I'm sub to them, but I'd rather just look.
It's epic rap battles.
I'll just click this. It'll be fine.
All right.
Let's see here.
That'd be a good way to outro the show.
Yeah, it sure would. It sure would.
So would you may do a shout out while you get it queued up?
Oh, well, yeah, you can if you want.
All right.
There's like 3 people watching for some reason.
Well, I'll name everybody that's mentioned anything lately. All right. Lorraine Lamour, Michael Fontaine. I said Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine. Go-Kart Bob. Another Late Night 78. Fogarty Phillip was here. I think you really did convince everybody the show was over earlier.
I think so. I wish Fogarty Phillip were here, though.
Let's see. Bad Service, and that's as far back as I can go, and that's 2 hours.
Let me live and look what happened. That's on you, not me. Keep telling yourself that, bats. It's time for a source rap battle.
Well, this is different.
All got you sitting fair. It's the return of the Batman. Going up against the Joker. Yeah. Yeah. Let's.
Let me ask you this. Can we just listen to it?
It's totally up to you.
All right, cool.
You should just show it, though. It'd be more fun to watch it.
Well, this is something different.
Oh, well, I don't know. Whatever you want to do, I'll listen.
Okay. No, that sucks.
Yeah, that's lame. I can already tell you that's lame. He's going to just say a bunch of cuss words and think he's cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's go to YouTube for the official site.
Do you want me to see if I can find it real quick?
Nah, I'm doing it, man. I'm right here.
All right, that's a Grace. Let's see who can find it first.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Adam versus Eve. Are you ready for Adam versus Eve?
No.
Why not? It's funny. We could do this. Hold on. Let me get it on share screen. Screen share. Hold on. We could do this. If I get a whatchamadoodle for this, I'm taking you with me anyway. So, just saying. All right. Let's watch it for all to watch. Okay. This is a reaction video, YouTube. Don't you sue us for this.
Gonna end like every argument does. You kissing my ass, I'm begging me for a rub. I made a map, motherfucker, and I'm reading it too. Gives me specific directions how to fuck with you. I know that you like to think you're so macho, but you smell like ball sacks and nachos. I work with your boyfriend Steve, drinking play sports in a fantasy league. You're as sharp as a stick that I rub on my lips. So go ahead, take a shot. I'm sure that you'll miss like the laundry, the toilet, the grocery list. If you stop fucking up, I wouldn't have to get pissed.
Well, life was fine till you had to come along and wreck it. Could you please just shut your face for 10 seconds? You crap on everything, but can't decide what you want. I'm hungry, I'm fat, I'm cold, I'm hot. You call it complex, but you would call you a mess. You take 2 hours to come, 3 more to get dressed. You got a portion for this, you got a cream for that. Got your perfume that smells like get the fuck off the bag. Things are good, they're great.
So far, I'm liking it. How about you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, come on, man. This is great.
All right, go ahead.
Until your junk starts bleeding and you turn to a deer. It's summer eve, don't try to play me like a dude. You want a bottom of fruit where you can swallow the truth.
Don't even bring a swallow. The first thing on earth ain't a tough act to follow. One pump chump and you hung like a weasel. Get some big leaf, get yourself a pine needle. You want a long time? Have it. In fact, suck your own dick and shave your own back. That apple's the best thing. Now I see how much of a dick you are.
I wasn't listening. Are you still with those lips? I was just thinking, yo, did I give up a rib for this? Woman, I just don't know what your problem is. All I know is you're acting like a colossal bitch.
Uh-oh. That did it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, too.
Don't even think about it.
That's fine. We can eat.
I like that, man. I don't know about you. I don't know why.
I just didn't care for all the curse words. It was a little. I don't know. I guess in my old age, I just don't have the same tolerance for that kind of stuff.
Okay. Let's see if there's a He-Man Skeletor one.
There is, and I already looked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a
yeah.
He-Man versus Lion-O, but they're all just generic wannabes. They're not. There isn't any that are official epic rap battles.
I see.
They're just like fan pages and stuff like that.
Well, I'd still like to see what it. Skeletor rap battle. There we go. Okay, let's just see what it is, and if we don't like it, we can always shut it down. This looks like something that. Yeah, I think you're right, man. Skeletor versus Beastman. I think I've seen this one.
If you scroll down a little more, there's a one versus Lion-O too.
Well, let's just see how this one goes. What do you think?
Sure.
All right. Here we go.
You fool, get the fuck out. You ready? You goddamn motherfucker. Then take your drawers off and work your legs. Open your ass up like a keg. Let me tap it.
Nope.
Yeah, I could have called it, my friend.
Oh yeah. Well, you got it right, sir. Well, let's see the one that you found. What did you find? You said you found one. Oh, you muted up, my friend. You're muted up. Sagi.
I sent it to your Hangouts.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's just give it a chance. We might as well. Like you said, it's the last day on the job. You might as well take your pants off and put them on the flagpole and poison the boss's coffee and eat all of the your manager's donuts in the break room, and
and take a crap on his desk.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're getting the spirit of things. Ooh, it's He-Man versus Lion-O.
Hey, Lion-O, look at your sword. Mine gives me.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. Okay,
Yeah.
but we'll give it a chance. Do I still got it on screen share?
Negative.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good because I didn't show our personal information. Not that matters. I know we're not going to get a whatchabadoodle for this because it's something that the fan made. So here we go.
Hey, Lion-O, look at your sword. Mine gives me powers, yours makes me bored. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats no, does nothing for me on your boring ass show. The sword of Orbit, I'll bend to that. Mine gives me visions, yours falls flat. What does it do besides give you a tan? Take off your clothes and make you pee, man. Your face is the same, but your voice gets deeper. Don't knock my show, boy, yours is the sleeper. I got a battle cat, you have a pussy. My tiger roars, and yours is a wussy. What's a scarf anyway? Nobody knows and nobody cares because your show blows. Hey, He-Man, what are you doing? You must be joking. Orko's a Orko, you must be insane. His magic's much worse than Chris Angel and David Bland. Bitch. Homer's got power. Thank Thundera, your show's only a half hour. 30 minutes was your show too. I lifted buildings, what did you do? I have the power, you have the fleas. Keep your cats away, I don't want a disease. Where's your tick collar? I don't want the lines. You all hear me? Holler. What do cats do besides nap all day, lick their ass all day? To me that sounds gay. Talk about gay. Look at your shirt. Look at your tights. They make my eyes hurt. You're so flaming, you're setting off alarms. Taylor's not your bitch. It's Man-at-Arms. You want to be real? You're an orange feline with no sex appeal. Look at my muscles. I'm not afraid to show it. You're just a string bean. I'm sexy and I know it.
You know, I gotta say,
That was pretty good, actually.
that was pretty good. It wasn't too, you know, they didn't cross the line. They didn't go too far with the cursing. You
They
know,
didn't. Yeah, they didn't get crude with it.
yeah, that was actually, I enjoyed that, man. With that being said, you know, guys, I think we've had a good show here tonight. I think we did.
You're still screen sharing.
Oh, I know. I'm shutting it all down though, so there was no personal stuff going on there.
Right.
But you know what? In all honesty, I'm glad we have 5 people watching again. That's awesome.
Hey, real quick though, before you get too far ahead of yourself, there, but I want to take a moment and I want to say how much all the journey with you has been. I know we're just taking a short hiatus, but I got to get sentimental here for just a minute. And
Get real.
yeah, I just want you to know, when we first started this whole thing, we really didn't know each other at all. We were really total strangers. We kind of got to know each other as we went along,
Yeah.
And over the course of time, you became a pretty good friend, and then you became even a better friend. And I'd say right now you're probably, honestly, my best friend. And I've really enjoyed the whole thing from day one till now, and it's been a very positive experience for me. I have no regrets. I just want you to know how much I really have enjoyed being on here with you, and I've just really had a good time. I'm very honored to have been part of it all, and I hope that we take this short little hiatus and we can come back and be stronger and better than ever. So, just wanted to tell you that.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate that. I don't usually approve of such sobbiness on the air like this, but you know what? And I'm just kidding, by the way. But no, you know what, man? In all seriousness, man, I feel the same way. And at first when I saw that Sagi, that Sagittarically speaking, I was like, I don't know about this guy. I don't know. Is he gonna be too much for the show to handle? Am I gonna be able to keep up with him? Is he gonna be able to know exactly how to do a broadcast show? And you've come a long way. You've really proved yourself into the world. I remember when we first started together and how quiet and demolitized your voice was and stuff like that. I think I just made up a word. I'm sorry. But I just remember how reserved that. Yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. How reserved you were and everything. And I told Armor, I said, I don't know about this guy. I don't know if he's gonna make it or not. And Armor's like, well, just leave it to the Holy Spirit, man. The Holy Spirit let you know if he's a good fit for the show or not. And then sure enough, you came on the scene and you blew everything up, and as time went on, you got better and better. And then you became my researcher, my right-hand man. You became the guy that knew how to get things done. You did research and you came up with interesting topics for the show. And I think that as time does go on, we're just going to keep getting better and better. And that's how you learn. You learn as you grow, and you grow as you learn. And then whatever you learn, you can earn. So I just wanted to throw that at you and just tell you all that. And with all that being said, who would have thought that somebody that I didn't even know, didn't even resonate with, didn't even I had my doubts, but you came through, and who would have thought that we would be friends over that, even though we're just over the phone friends. That's still better than most of the people I do live streams with. They're not just, you're not just some guy that I work with Sunday to Tuesday. You're a friend, and a friend is a friend. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like we do things to be doing things, and then once we did those things, that's all that we did is what we could do.
All right. So with that being said, do you want to go drop kick flies, smash bottles in the back, or burn down a Wendy's?
Yeah. I think our safest bet would be to smash bottles right now.
All right.
Don't really feel like burning down the Wendy's at the moment.
All right.
I may get hungry for one of their shakes. What's the shake called again? Oh yeah, Frosty and fries. I love those things. So yeah, I just want to reserve my Wendy's. Anyway, hey, you know what? It's been one hell of a Taco Tuesday, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks, maybe 3, maybe just 2. Who knows? But at any rate, it's been great being on this program and hanging out with you guys. And I don't know why we lost so many people towards the end of the program, but maybe they all fell asleep of boredom. Who knows? I will see you guys later. For sagitarically speaking, this has been Hebrew77 saying good night. And remember, knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. Good night, dudes.
It's true they drink more margaritas and with Katrina. She loves a
Dang it.
Memories hope they last.